This is the Spring Championship of Online Poker main event, and there were 3 main events going on. The low-stakes main event attracted almost 19,000 runners, $1.874 million in the prize pool, and the winner from France, Jeannot Lapin. That's the best I'm going to be able to do. And it was pretty bad. The medium stakes buy-in, $1,000, $3 million prize pool. JC Alvarado, Team PokerStars Pro, recently made one of those, $500,000, adding online success to his live reputation. Here's our main event leaderboard. As we've said, a great leaderboard. And David, we've already seen some spectacular poker.
Yeah, we really have. And you and I were talking about it. j.thaddeus there. I mean, what a great play. We've seen a couple of plays with him out of position with the pocket eights. He gets Pearl Jammer to fold a hand. And then there with the ace-9, a complete bluff. He floats 2 times and then takes the pot away. It's almost as if he can see the cards.
He can't, of course. Shoulder head raises, but he plays like he can. He plays really good. Well, he might get into trouble here. He's 3-betting like an animal, but this time he's run into a real hand. Small 4-bet, but it is a committing 4-bet from shoulder head.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting now, it's 70,000 to win 282. He's getting the odds here. He's going to take one off and see what happens. Well, not much.
Not much, and I imagine that, shoulder head's committed on any flop, I would have thought. I mean, he only has a pot-size bet left.
Yeah, I mean, unless the flop comes out ace, king, blank, but once you get a check here, Chowderhead maybe puts a bet out there, then he's going to certainly be pot committed.
Well, check it goes. Will Thaddeus be tempted to make a move at this? That's the question.
I mean, I have to imagine Chowderhead check the flop, trying to induce a bluff. I can't imagine him folding this for no matter what.
No, I can't imagine. Not against the player he's in the pot with. And there we go. That'll be all she wrote. He did induce some more money out of Thaddeus' stack, though.
That was a good play by Chowderhead. He obviously wasn't scared of the king. You know, he could have risked a little bit had an ace fallen on the turn. That might have scared him.
But he doesn't have to deal with that. He does scoop the pot. Chowderhead up to almost 1 million chips now. Thaddeus' first misstep, maybe, in this final table. We're going to show you some chip progressions over the next few hands because Stevie Money chipped up, mainly at the expense of Pearl Jammer, and Chowderhead also suffered a little bit as well. That's how they went from hands 94 to 141. So Stevie Money now a factor in this tournament, and he was a runner-up in event 17, winning just over $250,000. So a great scoop for him as well. He's now our chip leader as we rejoin things in 142.
I can't get over how much money is there for the taking for these poker players. I mean, we saw just in the low stakes, first place was almost $200,000. You know, just for a couple of $100, and of course you can get into these tournaments through satellites. Life-changing money.
Absolutely. When does my life get changed, David?
Just keep dreaming. $1 and a dream.
There we go. Thaddeus and Pearl Jam are going to war again. This time, relatively normal before the flop. And Broadway cards. Everybody's got everybody else's outs.
Yeah, give him a chance here. Thaddeus with a second pair. Pearl Jammer with the gut shot. He does not have backdoor diamonds or anything else. It's not going to stop him from betting, though.
I don't think Thaddeus will throw his hand away for 1-bet. No, he doesn't. And the turn brings a 3 of hearts, which doesn't change anything. Does Pearl Jammer fire again?
Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if it went check. Pearl Jammer taking the free card. We'll see. Well, there you go. Little do I know.
It's just a dynamic between these two because they don't believe each other. And look at this check raise from Thaddeus. He's read it right again.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I might check behind if I'm Pearl Jammer. Obviously, I mean, you think he's going to bet all day long, and you were 100% right. But I don't want to get check raised off of my draw. Now, if I am drawing dead, if I'm Pearl Jammer and I've got 7-8 there, I'm definitely betting or just giving up on the pot because I can't win with a 7 or 8. With Queen 10, though, there are 4 outs out there. At least I think there are 4 outs, and I might even have more. And in that case, a queen would have been good as well.
Well, I'm not sure if Thaddeus was check raising there as a semi-bluff or for value, but whichever way it was, he read weakness right, and he takes more chips at Pearl Jammer's expense. He's been his nemesis today. 1.6 million as we move to hand 166. Impressive from Thaddeus, hasn't it? It's been good to watch.
Yeah, it's amazing. And among the field there, we have 4 Americans. Thaddeus is from Ireland, and Reagan 70 from Germany. Haven't heard much from Reagan, but he does have nearly 1 million in chips.
Yeah, and we should remind you that the money in this tournament obviously is huge. $10,000 buy-in. Sixth place that they've got locked up now is $213,000. They're playing for a $963,000 first place. This is serious stuff.
Yeah, they're all guaranteed a little over $200,000, but what a big jump up. I mean, they realize that, obviously. You really want to get into those top 3 spots where, I mean, third place is over $500,000.
Not too many people at our final table playing to just survive and get there, though, are they? They're really going for it. It's good to watch. Blind battle here between Thaddeus and Mays or Bowie.
Yeah, now Mays or Bowie here has got a gut shot to Broadway. Doesn't know that his jack and his 10 is good as well. But, Thaddeus, we've seen him take it down with nothing. This time he's got a pair of 3s. Not sure if Mays or Bowie really wants to, battle it out with Thaddeus. We'll see.
Well, that's the money card, isn't it? If they could find something in the deck.
Yeah, now Thaddeus with 2 pair, but he's a good enough player to know where he's at. I'm wondering if he's actually going to double up Mays or Bowie. We'll see. Mays or Bowie's not that deep. He only has 300,000 chips. I'm not sure if Thaddeus can get away from his hand.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem here. Well, Mays or Bowie's going to play it slow and just cool. 7 of spades doesn't look to change anything from either player's perspective. And Thaddeus is going to maybe bet for value here. It's actually a little thin to bet for value, maybe. Although if he puts Mays or Bowie on an ace...
Kind of a little bit of a value bet, maybe a little bit of a blockish bet. But if Mays or Bowie's got, say, ace 10, ace 9, something like that, it's almost as if he's playing it like a flush draw or some sort of a weak ace. But obviously there's the all-in, and I just don't know if Thaddeus can get away from it. He's almost pot committed there, and he is.
Yeah, not too much to think about, as you said, David, with Mays or Bowie's stack as it was. And he will double up with a nice catch on the turn. Thaddeus down a little bit, still plenty to work with, though. On we go, hand 178. I want to know if Mays or Bowie is a choice. Would you rather be in a maze or listen to David Bowie? I tell you, it's a close thing.
I take Mays every single time.
Both boring. Pearl Jammer raises. Chowderhead, 3-bet coming. Anyone? Shove?
No, I'm not a genius, but I can foresee the future. I mean, we talk about Pearl Jammer and Thaddeus going at it, and look at this. Cowboys versus the 10s.
Well, this is an absolutely beautiful spot for Thaddeus, isn't it? Because can Pearl Jammer throw away his 10s against this player? Should he throw away his 10s? He probably shouldn't, right?
Well, against this player, this particular player, wow.
Wow. Class tells, you know?
I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you wonder, you've got to realize that it's not just re-raising one player. He has now re-raised Chowderhead, and maybe that's the raise that he's really paying attention to.
Maybe it is, yeah, but it's still, I think, a good laydown because Chowderhead's on the button and Pearl Jam's in the cutoff, so Chowderhead can have a really wide range.
He could.
I mean, and then Thaddeus could be making a move based on the fact he's got a wide range. It's a class laydown, I think.
You're definitely right. Well, Chowderhead, it's a terrible flop for Chowderhead, and it might save him. Although I don't know if he can get away from this one. He only has 145,000 chips. The pot is nearly 500,000 chips.
I don't like his play, Chowderhead. Calling the full bet there, and I don't understand that.
I'm assuming it's some sort of a stop and go. I mean, he is in position, but I'm assuming he's doing it, and he's gonna push it no matter what. It's an odd play. I do agree. The one thing now going back to Pearl Jammer's laydown, look at that. He would have flopped a set of 10s, and sure enough, yeah, Chowderhead's all in. Obviously, Thaddeus is gonna call this, and
Jack to chop, no Jack, and Chowderhead will leave us in 6th place. Interesting play in the last hand. Not sure he'll look back on that with a lot of fond memories, but he will look back on this tournament and the money with plenty of enjoyment. $213,000 for 6th for him.